Good morning. Welcome to First Local Mornings for Monday, December the 7th. We are inching our way towards Christmas Day. Less than 3 weeks left to get your shopping done.
Oh, come on.
Or get your list into Santa as well, so Santa can bring stuff by this year. And I'm sure that all the kids out there are looking forward to Santa this year as well.
Absolutely.
After this year's not been exactly the greatest.
No.
So let's get to Santa. Let's get to a new year, and let's hope all these vaccines come through quickly so we can.
Absolutely. Maybe that'll be on my list. A vaccine.
Yeah. Like we do have two here in Canada. They're looking at that could be okay before the end of the year. So
yeah, we'll see.
Things are looking up there. Anyways,
well, just to point out that I'm not Dan.
Yes.
And Dan is not here, so Dan is busy protecting the city, and we will get to weather. Not as good as Dan can do, but we'll have it for you.
We'll try and do weather.
Yeah, absolutely. This thing keeps falling out. I'm not even going to pretend like it's not right now. Anyways, happy Monday. What'd you do on the weekend?
I watched Four Christmases, the movie last night with Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon.
It's super funny.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, well, it's good.
Yeah, I got some great ideas to get out of holidays now.
My favorite Christmas is Chevy Chase, the National Lampoon.
Oh, that one's a good one.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Just the dog hacking a bone.
Have you seen Daddy's Home 2, the one that's the Christmas one?
Oh, absolutely. I have. Yeah,
the one when he's putting the lights up and then he gets pulled all over the place.
There's tons of great Christmas movies right now. And we watched Christmas Chronicles Part 2, which is Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. So that's a new one out too on Netflix. So watch that with your kids. A lot of good fun Christmas. Not you, because I know you don't do kids, but whatever.
Wow. I'll have a kid in January. Long story.
Wow, I'd love to hear that one.
Yeah.
In the meantime.
Well, no, my girlfriend's kid is now able to come.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
okay,
she's got approval to come. So.
Right. Okay.
She'll be coming in January. So.
Perfect. That's awesome. Good news.
Actually, come to think of it, this day last year, on the weekend, was when she actually visited last.
Oh, that's great. So it's been here. Oh, that's good. Good.
So.
Good news.
Alrighty, so going back to vaccines, Doug Ford is going to be on today at 1 o'clock. This is going to do with the distribution of vaccines. Obviously, General Heller will be there, so will Christine Elliott, as well as Solicitor General Sylvia Jones. One of the things I heard about these vaccines for COVID-19 is they have to be kept at Antarctic temperatures.
Yeah, extreme minus 70,
cold
I think.
Before they get shot into you. That could be a very interesting experience. I mean, imagine how cold that's going to be when they shoot it into your arm.
It's kind of like walking in here in the morning.
Yeah, it's pretty much, or walking outside my door, out of my apartment.
This thing's driving me nuts.
So anyways, they're going to talk about how they're going to distribute this, and obviously there's a lot of logistics when you have to keep something that cold.
Oh, absolutely.
And that just sort of adds another layer of difficulty in the whole COVID-19 thing, is now that we're getting to the point where we might have some vaccines that we can start using. The transportation.
That's what I was going to say. Transferring of this between the. Oh God.
So you got to have backups with backup to your backup to your backup on the power to make sure that you can keep things cold, and only certain trucks will be able to transfer them around.
Absolutely.
That are refrigerated. We already use those trucks for food and stuff too, but obviously this complicates it when you're trying to shuffle around 37 million vials of vaccine across the country.
Right.
Too,
yeah. So it's much. Rather much.
Yeah.
It's crazy too. We were reading about the COVID numbers have just spiked in Ontario. Shot up, and it's in the regions that are all in red zones.
Yes.
And I understand that it takes 2 weeks for things to when your testing comes back, but I really feel like the numbers are increasing, and you're closing down Toronto and Peel and stuff. Why are the numbers so drastically rising so drastically? You know what I mean?
In England, what happened though was they had.
You dropped your pen.
Yes, I did. In England, what happened was they decided to close the bars and restaurants at 10 instead of 1 in the morning.
Right.
Which then forced more people to actually go out at the same time on the public transit, and it actually backfired on them.
Right. Got
so the areas where they actually put restrictions on restaurants, cases went up.
Okay.
They had places where there wasn't restrictions on the patrons, the cases went down.
Okay.
So we're kind of seeing that here too. We've shut down restaurants when they're actually, if you take restaurants, hotels, and the hospitality industry, they account for only 3% of the total cases.
Right. So people are wondering, we're not able to open our business, right?
Why are we shutting down the restaurants when they're not the source?
Yeah. Anyways, we could talk forever about this, but we should probably move on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, moving along.
That was my fault.
Speaking of COVID, Chippewa numbers are in. They only give us these numbers twice a week. They give us Tuesday and Friday. So these are numbers from Tuesday to Friday of last week. They're released on Friday night. Basically, there's 62 new cases of COVID-19 that are new and probable. and they have about 170 cases that are being actively monitored. So make sure you keep your social distancing, wear your masks up, and so on.
Cool.
So that's over on the Sault, Michigan side. So
yeah. Okay. Well, here in our Sault area, here in Sault, Ontario, unfortunately, the Honorable Ronald A. Irwin passed away on the 5th of December, I do believe. He was a mayor. I'm so sorry, this keeps falling out and I keep grabbing my ear. Irwin holds an exemplary record of public service and community involvement. He was a leader and a visionary. He was the only local politician leader to have served as school board trustee, city councillor, member of parliament, privy councillor, ambassador, and councillor general. That's crazy. And that was from the years of 93 to 97, no doubt. So, and he served the country of Canada as Minister of Indian Affairs and Northern Development. So, and Canadian Ambassador to Ireland. My God, was a well-accomplished man for sure. That's a lot of accolades. He was Sault Ste. Marie's Member of Parliament from 1980 to 84, and again from 93 to 97. And during his tenure, Irwin helped the city transform its waterfront from industrial use to a people-oriented place. And we can thank him for our beautiful waterfront.
Yes, I was actually at the dedication ceremony. We covered that a couple months ago. Actually.
Yeah. Oh,
so
really? Yeah, that's
when
sad.
they dedicated the new city hall to him. Single vehicle collision on People's Road on Friday night, about 5:20, when the emergency services were called to the scene. A vehicle went off the road, hit a utility pole, knocked the utility pole over, and somehow the person driving the car had no injuries at all. Not a scrape.
Wow, lucky.
I know.
That's good.
It's unbelievable. If you see the picture of the pole that got knocked over there, and it's not really that big of a car that hit it either. It wasn't like he was in a big Ford F-150 or something. So.
Well, there was a couple of motor vehicle accidents this weekend, which we'll get to. But first of all, there was a fire in Prince Township. Both the Sault Fire Services were there, and the city and Prince Township. At around 10 o'clock, emergency services on Saturday arrived at a home in the 2200 block of Baseline Road. Tankers were shuttling water to the scene from the corner of Second Line and Wallace Terrace. They were on the scene for quite some time as well. So hope all is well there. I do believe it was a garage that was engulfed in flames. If I'm not, I think I'm correct on that. So congratulations to our fire services in Prince Township and in the Sault for getting that out.
And then yesterday, Dan, who's the one that covers the fires for us, he got called to, there was one over near Giant Tiger, the Moose Lodge. And the fire department went, and they got there, and it was just a dryer vent. The building wasn't on fire, but someone called it in as it was.
Okay.
Yeah. So I told Dan not to do it because that would just be a fluff story. Moving along. You got that one.
It took me a little bit.
Ching. Okay.
I'm embarrassed for you after that joke.
Yeah, that actually wasn't my joke. That was actually one of the owner's jokes. He made that joke in Facebook when I told Dan not to do the story. You should have left it with his... Yeah, that's actually Bruce's joke, but okay. Moving along.
That explains it.
Obviously, cold weather's coming up. On the Michigan side, they are announcing the low-income support for heating bills for people who are obviously on the lower end of the pay scale. This comes as part of the Michigan Energy Assistance Program, as well as the Michigan Public Service Commission and the Health and Human Services. Basically, how this fund works is everybody has 91 cents taken off theof bill each month.
Okay.
Who are not on the low income, and then that money gets put towards the bills of the people who are on the low income. So that's kind of how it works.
Great.
And it helps 55,000 different households across Michigan each year.
That's great.
So,
okay, closer to home again, like I was saying, we had another car accident. It was on Farewell Terrace, which is literally down the street from me. This was really upsetting. I mean, actually, my son saw them perform CPR on them, so it was kind of stuck in his head this morning too when we were talking about it. But on December 4th at 3:30, officers responded to this single vehicle accident. It was a 67-year-old man was driving who was under medical distress. There was also a 38-year-old woman in the passenger seat. Both were taken to the hospital. She had some serious injuries. I haven't had an update on that yet, but unfortunately the man did pass away. So, and that is I know this wasn't, speed related or anything like that, but just to mention that Farewell Terrace has no stop signs from Wallace Terrace to Second Line, and drivers just zip up and down that road. So I call for the city to put some stop signs in there, please. Anyway, unfortunate incident, and hope the 38-year-old woman's okay.
Yes. Okay. We hit another high this weekend for COVID-19 cases, just almost 1,900 cases with 20 new deaths. Now the record for most new cases is just over 1,900, but most of the cases were once again in Toronto and Peel region.
Like we were talking about, right?
Yeah, like more than half of all the cases every single day are in Toronto and Peel. And then if you add in York region, they're usually 60 to 70% of the total cases for the whole province. We have about 709 people in the hospital right now with COVID-19 and about 200 in the ICU. But they have not released any numbers on how many are on ventilators right now.
And I know a couple of London and Middlesex, they've upped their zones now too.
Yeah, 3 new ones are getting up today.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, when we got to go to weather, and we come back from weather, we do want to talk about our Lego man that we have not forgotten about, because we want to share this with everybody. We didn't get a chance to on Friday. So like I said, Dan is unavailable today, but we are looking at our live cam, and it's sponsored by wirelesscom.ca. And we will be right back after these brief commercials.
The staff and volunteers from the Canadian Bush Plane Heritage Centre, happy holidays! Merry Christmas!
What's life without making a few mistakes down the road? A few sharp turns. And doing things for what we adore, but might regret later. A trip to Chuck's Roadhouse isn't one of them. With melt-in-your-mouth AAA steaks, buttery lobster tail, half-priced apps after 9 p.m., an ice-cold draft with all your Roadhouse favorites. Chuck's Roadhouse. Food the way it ought to be, priced the way it used to.
When it comes to peace of mind, think KC Security Services, a locally owned and operated security service. Voted the best security company in Sault Ste. Marie. We specialize in mobile patrols and alarm responses. At KC Security, we also offer stationary guard services for commercial and residential properties, events, and more. Available 24 hours per day, 365 days a year.
KC Security Services, where peace of mind is a matter of choice, your one-stop shop for all your security needs.
For all those times. Every 3 seconds, someone will develop Alzheimer's, a fatal disease that steals your memories and makes you forget the people you love most. Fortunately, there is hope. Today, researchers believe a cure is just a few years away.
It's okay, Daddy, you can go. Just go.
For just $9 a month, you can fund research for a cure and make history by ending this disease.
211, how can I help you?
Hi, I'm really worried about my sister. She doesn't leave her house much. She doesn't even come to our family things. I barely see her smile anymore.
Can you tell me a bit more about the situation?
I think her husband might be... I don't know. Whenever he's around, she's nervous, like she doesn't want to make a mistake.
Do you think that he might be hurting her?
I think so.
Okay, let's figure out how we can help your sister.
And welcome back to First Local for Monday, December the 7th. Creeping up on Christmas very quickly right now.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a holiday. We're going to do 2 holiday picks now going forward because so many people send in pictures.
You're so popular.
I know. We're getting holiday picks every single day.
Dan's probably ticked right off, eh?
Yeah, I got 12 picks in one day last week.
All right, let's
Not that I'm rubbing it in.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
That's not your style at all, is it?
No. But I want to let you know that the Lung Health Foundation annual Festival of Trees is still going on. Their 50-50 raffle is still going. You can get your tickets at festivalraffle.ca. Also, Gooley Fire have their 50-50 draw going on. You can go to our website, click through, and get your tickets to the Gooley Fire 50-50 draw as well. That goes on every single month. They do a draw every month, and they will be doing it for the next 10 months after this month as well.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, so they're doing it for a full year.
We need to purchase some of these tickets.
I know.
Like, I mean,
we got to start
good Christmas
winning.
money.
Now we got we're gonna do 2 holiday picks. This is the first one. The next one we'll do after the 7-day
All right.
forecast.
Oh,
Here we go.
This is from Darla Colville. Love this.
So thank you very much for sending that in. That is beautifully decorated.
I'm totally copying that one.
Yeah, and if you want to send your photos in, send it to ontvcontest@gmail.com, ontvcontest@gmail.com, and that's on with 2 N's for the online news network.
That is my kind of living room.
Yes, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's like out of a movie or something.
Right?
I feel like that should be like in a Hallmark movie or something. But
actually, just quickly, I had to run into the Delta this weekend. Their Christmas decorations in their hotel, they had a beautiful. They had a little pop-up shop there I went to on Saturday, but it was beautiful. Way to go, Delta! Sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah, that's fine. And now we're gonna hit the weather. Here we go.
Oh.
It's been a while since I've seen Joe. We were a couple of pranksters, and Joe was always full of surprises. But today, he's the one in for a surprise.
The thing is, Joe doesn't live here anymore. For people living with dementia, getting lost can happen unexpectedly. Are you ready to help? Help people living with dementia live safely in our communities. Contact your local Alzheimer's Society and visit findingyourwayontario.ca.
Canada United is a movement to show local businesses some love. Right now, they could use our support more than ever. So we're asking Canadians to buy local and spread the word. And every time you watch our videos or like our posts, we'll contribute 5 cents to small business relief, starting with this video. So keep watching and tell your friends, because buying local can make a big impact. And small actions can too. Canada United. Together we can make a difference.
At Maitland Ford Lincoln, we see our trucks everywhere. We see them on Queen Street, Lake Street, North Street, Bay Street, 2nd line, 3rd line, 4th line, Pine Street, Great Northern People's Road, Wellington, Cora Road, Bruce Street, Carmen's Way, Northern Ave, Trunk Road. Folks come from all over Algoma District and beyond to buy their truck at Maitland Ford Lincoln. Amazing prices, outstanding service. King Street, Shannon Road, Goulet Bay, Black Road, Government Road, and even on Pine Shores. Yep, our trucks are everywhere. Get yours at Maitland Ford Lincoln, built for Northern life. On Great Northern Road, just north of the hospital.
And welcome back to First Local Mornings for Monday, December the 7th. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Thanks to KC Securities for your sponsorship. Thank you to the Festival of Trees for your sponsorship. That's raising money for the Lung Health Foundation. And also the Goulet Fire and their 50-50 draw. Got a couple Facebook shoutouts here. Good morning to Juliana and Steve, Dan, Ineki, Jane, Giselle, Margaret, and Bev. So
Nice.
Yeah, I know, a lot. So thank you very much for all those Facebook shoutouts. And
happy Monday morning.
Happy Monday morning to you all. And now we're going to hit up the YouTube fights, apparently.
Yeah, we're going to going to boxing.
That's where you...
Oh, it's where it's at. Okay, so I don't know what all the rages these YouTubers are coming out of the woodwork, and they're brothers. So Floyd Mayweather, just so you know, has a record of 50-0. 50 wins, 0 losses. And then we have Logan Paul, who is the brother to Jake Paul, who recently fought Nate Robinson, who knocked him on his ass a couple weeks ago. Mayweather, though, first of all, he hasn't fought since New Year's Eve of 2018. I really don't think it matters in this case. But yeah, so Logan Paul has a 0-1 record. So he's
wow.
Yeah. So you can catch that in February.
What boxing commission's going to let that fight go on? Don't they have to be of comparable skill?
Well, let's find out, because we're going to watch him in February. Now, Mayweather took down UFC's Conor McGregor not too long this last fight, so this is quite a different type of fight. So I don't know. They're brothers. These brothers are ready to go and tearing it up. Okay, we have 2 Monday Nighters tonight. Now, one of them was postponed because remember I was telling you there was a Thanksgiving postponed game. Okay, well that obviously has a domino effect. So the Steelers are playing Washington. The Steelers are undefeated, so that should be a great game tonight to watch. And we also wanted to talk about KC, who is doing really well, and they just clinched a playoff spot. So there's a lot of teams that have some high records that are going on this year. So watch the 2 Monday Nighters tonight, please. They will be good games. And the Lions beat the Bears 34-30.
Wow.
We didn't even talk about that. We could have got that one right.
34-30. So that's what, they're at 5 wins now?
Yeah, absolutely. So way to go, Lions.
Have a record season for that.
Over to the University of Michigan Athletics. Michigan fell short in high school hockey to Penn State, which was unfortunate. The score was like 9-5. I don't know. I know you love your
that's
hockey.
A high score for
it's
hockey.
A very high score for hockey. So unfortunately, we'll see with them. But up next for the University of Michigan, we have, where are we here? We are going to Tuesday, December 8th. The men's are playing Minnesota in Ann Arbor at 8:30. And on Wednesday, there's a lot of sports going on for them. Women's basketball versus Butler at 1. Ice hockey for men's ice hockey versus Minnesota at 6:30. Men's basketball, North Carolina State. So it's quite a lot of sports going on for them.
Finally.
Right? I know. Now, no, there was a lot of backlash when they canceled their game last week, apparently, and there's actually some videos on their website, University of Michigan, where a lot of irate people because they canceled the game, but they were trying to follow the practices and protocols for COVID-19. So, sometimes sports has to be canceled, unfortunately, but we will have more news and Colette and Chris after this break.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
Welcome back to the First Local with Chris and Colette and Missing Weather Dan. Thank you to Casey Security for your sponsorship. We're going to skip right over to Lego. We had an awesome surprise on Thursday from owner Derek Pierce, who sent us this wonderful pic, which we'll share with you momentarily. I just want to comment on this. I think this is absolutely, you've reached a point in your life where you feel successful when you're a Lego character.
When you're a Lego character,
right?
You've arrived.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like you said, you're going to delete all your resume and just say, hey, I'm a Lego character. That's
I'm just going to put that on my resume. Right at the top. It's going to be the header. Look at that. I'm a Lego character.
So this is from owner, like I said, owner Derek of Brickspace. Now he's running an awesome little contest too, where you can nominate your child, and he will actually, I think he's picking 5. He's going to make a little Lego character, and I just like to recognize I have nicer boobs as a Lego person than I do as a human person.
Yeah.
Just saying. Yeah. Anyway, bigger.
I apparently have a lot more gray hair and a lot more hair.
Well,
yeah, that was interesting.
You know what?
Yeah.
And apparently I say, guys, we need to talk about this a lot.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, let's talk about the next holiday pick.
Yes, now we're getting to our second holiday pick. This is from Thea Cripps. This is a picture of her Christmas tree. There it is.
Nice,
there.
Thea.
Yeah.
Aw, look I like all the lights on that. That looks very, very festive.
Yes,
Beautiful.
Goes great against the background as well. Really stands out. So if you want to send in your holiday pick to us, your Christmas tree, your outdoor Christmas lights, anything to do with Christmas or the holidays, you can send to ontvcontest@gmail.com, ontvcontest@gmail.com, and that's on with 2 N's for the online news network. Okay, so some fun stuff you can do with your kiddies.
Like what? Tell me.
Okay, so first is the Santa Tour hosted by Princesses Are Us.
Okay.
So
what does
Santa
that mean?
and Mrs. Claus will be touring around Sault Ste. Marie in a festively decorated vehicle with Christmas lights and music. And they will do a 10-minute outdoor personalized visit with Santa at your location.
That's awesome.
Yes, and you can pick either Sunday, December 13th or Sunday, December 20th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Cool.
The cost is $35 to add your house or business as a stop. And you can go to the Princesses Are Us Facebook page, and from there, just look at Princesses Are Us, and then from there you can click through, and you can get Santa to actually come and visit your house directly.
I'm going to send it over to you.
Yeah, and then also we still have
you skipped over that one.
Yeah.
You watched a Christmas movie, so I feel like you're ready for it.
I've watched a few. I've watched a bunch of Hallmarks. I watched Christmas in Mississippi last night. I watched 4 Christmases.
These are all the good Hallmark Christmas
they are.
shows.
Oh,
I love those stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got the checklist to make sure I watch all 39. It's true.
I know it is. Keep going.
So
we're getting
Ghoulie
yelled at.
50/50 draw. Make sure you go to our website. You can click through to get Ghoulie 50/50 draw tickets there. Make sure you check out the Festival of Trees raffle. It's still going on. You can go to festivalraffle.ca for that. That draw takes place on the 14th. So you have the 13th to buy your tickets. And make sure you come back at 1 o'clock for Doug Ford. They're going to be talking about how they're going to distribute vaccines in the province. Yeah, and Colette will be here for that. Have a fantastic morning.
Happy Monday. See you at 1.